Welcome to a special edition of Making an Impact. This is a special news review video for you on the YouTube. We are going to be talking today about Code Red and the streaming service of Impact Plus, as well as a possible new signing for the company. If you're a fan of Impact Wrestling, this is a good day for you. If you're not, oh, this one's gonna hurt. Let's start with the venue. The venue was simple, had a nice red aesthetic to it, simple ramp to the ring with a very cool structure kind of outlining the screen. It was simple but stylish. It had a cool vibe and it worked. The venue, small but intimate, seemed like a good packed house. Maybe not a sellout, but pretty damn close. With your opener, let's get right into it. Representing Impact, we had Rich Swann, Ace Austin, and Trey, a.k.a. formerly Trey Miguel. All of the Rascals have now had their names shortened. You have Trey Miguel is now Trey, Desmond Xavier is now Dez, and Zachary Wentz is now Wentz. In this six-way scramble match, we also had three House of Glory members. We had Smiley, which is, no, it's not Norman, so don't get excited, Evander James, and Mantequilla. Mantequilla and Rich Swann are both champions in their respective companies, and if either one of them got pinned, their respective championships would then go to the person who pinned them. That being said, there was some here that was very exciting. Obviously, the Impact Boys delivered. That's not a surprise. Smiley, very impressive in the ring, had some unique moves, but he did miss some spots, but he did recover very nicely to make you think maybe he didn't, but he did. Evander James is a good look, a good gimmick for what it is, but his indie name, James, really, that's kind of simple and not really flashy. We got to get flashy. So let's drop the James and find something that goes with Evander. Mantequilla is just your typical no-name luchador who does flippity-flops. I didn't mean no-name, I meant non-speaking, but there you go. What's done is done. The match itself was extremely exciting, but didn't offer up too much in the way of anything original. That being said, seeing new talent with Impact talent is always a plus in my book. Do you get the gimmick? A plus? I hate myself. Moving on. Rich Swann gets the win, by the way. Moose takes on Ken Broadway and Anthony Gangon. If your name sounds like a flubbing of the words, you probably should change it, Gangon. Who came up with that? Don't tell me your mother, because I'm going to feel like a real heel. Ken Broadway is also known as Cashflow Broadway, Cashflow Ken Broadway. I'm not going to lie, the Broadway is kind of generic, but Cashflow Ken, especially if you spell cash flow with a K, K-A-S-H, that would be cool, Cashflow Kenny. And then you got to put like little dollar bills in like your sunglasses and your wrist tape and your elbow pads and your jacket sleeves, just so like you really sell the gimmick that you are literally overflowing with cash. Moose was the dominant aggressor throughout most of the match. He has been fantastic all of 2017, 18, and 19. Has truly developed while he's been in Impact. I see why he wants to stay, because he's really become the athlete that he is always meant to be in the promotion. He, in my opinion, has reached that upper six spot echelon where you can consider putting the belt on him. I think he's a guy, though, who shouldn't have the belt put on him until you are ready to give him a run. Don't make him a transitional champion. If Brian Cage's back prohibits him from going further for longer, put the belt on Eddie. Eddie is a great transitional guy. He doesn't need a big title reign. That's not where his bread is buttered. He knows that. Moose does need a big title reign and could even be the guy who unseats Eddie down the line. Moose ends up leaving the match because that's the most Moose thing you could possibly do. And Anthony Gangon retains his House of Glory Heavyweight Championship, which, by the way, it was a House of Glory Heavyweight Championship match. So there you go. Next up, we got the Rascals, Dez and Wentz taking on the North, Ethan Page and Josh Alexander. I love the transformation Ethan Page has gone under, and he and Josh Alexander become a tag team of tag teams. Their double team moves are something of legend. They are truly becoming a tag team force to reckon with, and both the Rascals and the North, in time, will be two of Impact's greatest tag teams of all time. Mark my words. Dez and Wentz look great in their ability to fend off the more aggressive, dominating performance of the North, but eventually the North does do what the North always does, which is win If you've seen Game of Thrones, you don't fight the North. You're gonna lose. The North gets the win, but the Rascals look fantastic in defeat. Speaking of looking fantastic, Tessa Blanchard is out, and she's tagging with the first ever House of Glory Women's Champion, Violet, taking on Scarlet, Bordeaux, and Sonya Strong. If I'm booking this match, I'm putting Scarlet and Violet together because I like synergy. They're both named after colors. I like colors. I like Scarlet colors. I like Violet colors. I like pretty women. I don't see how that's a bad thing. Just put them together. It'll work. Good solid tag team match, though. Violet representing House of Glory. Scarlet, Bordeaux's partner, Sonya Strong, is also representing House of Glory. Sonya looked a little bit too aggressive in her outing, but Scarlet did carry a lot of the match anyway, so it wasn't a big issue. While Sonya missed spots at times for being too aggressive, Violet, I don't think, made an impression at all. I believe for the same exact reasons that they were both a little gun-shy with being basically scouted by Impact on this special show. Tessa and Scarlet looked great, though. Tessa always looks great. She's phenomenal in the ring. She's the best women's wrestler in the world right now. Don't even at me. Still not even sure what that means. Scarlet Bordeaux, on the other hand, has improved immensely in the last 2 years. Her training down in AAA has really benefited. Plus, I'm being told to say this by Killer Cross. Please don't kill me. Scarlet Bordeaux, unfortunately, does not get the win. I don't think. I thought... hang on. Yep, nope, Tessa Blanchard got the win. Confirming it now on my hairpiece. You can't see it, but I'm doing it. Tessa Blanchard and Violet gets the win. Apologies to everyone who had to stall for that 3.5 seconds. I know that was torture. We then move on. It's Willie Mack versus Michael Elgin. Joking aside, Michael Elgin has some serious allegations levied against him. He has a restraining order that is being refiled. That's what he was bragging about beating, was a restraining order. He was told not to talk to someone. He's like, no. The judge is like, well, okay. And then Elgin's like, sweet. I don't know. I don't need a restraining order not to talk to somebody. They just need to tell me that they like pineapple pizza. That'll get me to go away pretty damn fast. Elgin's also admitted to doing some real sleazy things in certain shoot videos. So from here on out, we will be talking only about Willie Mack. Willie Mack is fantastic. Everything about Willie Mack makes me happy. He's a modern-day Dusty Rhodes. If you talk about the ability to do promos, intriguing matches, and just the ability to have the everyman vibe, that is Willie Mack through and fold, or something like that. I don't know. I'm a little stumped on words at the moment. It's 6:30 a.m., so give me a fucking break. Willie Mack loses, though. Moving on. If you want more of my opinions on Willie Mack's opponent, tune into our weekly podcasts on twitch.tv/RealNerdCorp. Shameless plug. Speaking of shameless plugging, it's a husband and wife bout. Woohoo! Husband and wife Johnny Impact and Ty Valkyrie are taking on Eddie and Alicia Edwards with John E. Bravo in the corner of Taya and Johnny Impact. John E. Bravo does not do the monkey like Johnny Bravo. That makes me sad. But he did come out with the Ultimate XX, which I thought was hilarious, and the fact that I just said X twice makes me even giggle a little bit, because X. Eddie is fantastic. He's probably the best all-around worker in the company, and he deserves to be rewarded so, and he is, financially speaking. But also, he'd look good with some gold around that waist of his. Johnny Impact is still one of the better workers in all the industry, and he and his wife make for great varsity bullies in high school. It was great. I loved it. They had a really good match, but Johnny Impact and Taya won, so I'm a little bit sad because Eddie and Alicia are like, oh, they're like puppies. You just want to see them do well. Oh, look at you. Look at you guys. You guys are so cute. Moving on to the three-way tag team match. It's LAX versus OVE versus New York Wrecking Crew. Smooth Blackman and Chris Seaton. Smooth Blackman's a great last name. Well, it's not a great last name, which is a great name. That's a great name. You hear Smooth Blackman, you're like, I bet you that man is smooth. You hear Chris Seaton, you're like, what, you tired? You got to sit down? One of you need to change your name. And it's not smooth. That being said, LAX and OVE were the only reasons to show up for this match. The New York Wrecking Crew were, should we say, befuzzled with their huge opportunity. Both men looked a little bit out of place. The shorter of the two, I think that was Smooth. I could be wrong, though. Messed up several times. In one instance in particular, it was really, really a big flub on his part. But like with the rest of the House of Glory crew, I'm not going to sit here and deem any of these gentlemen or women unsignable. Just that I need to see more. So if you're listening to this podcast and you're like, oh, it's not a podcast, it's a YouTube video. Well, one, correct. And two, I'm willing to give these guys another shot, but they really need to bring their A game. I don't think they did. I think they got scared. So, yeah, let's not do that, gentlemen. Alex gets the win. It's a good match. Check it out. Then, in the main event of the evening, we have Sami Catlin taking on Tommy Dreamer. You had Legos, Tommy Dreamer eating garbage. Explains his physique. You have him spitting liquid onto Sami that he got from a cup that a patron had. Beulah, don't kiss him until he gets checked out. You don't know what was in that cup. Really great ending. Involved Tommy Dreamer throwing Legos in the face of Sami Catlin. Never thought I'd call that spot before. Then we had Sami Catlin pile drives Tommy Dreamer through a table that was set up in the corner. It's more like a sheet of plywood, but it's a table, tomato, plywood. Doesn't really work. But anyway, it was a big piece of wood, and Tommy Dreamer went headfirst through it. I don't know, I have a joke for that. That's just funny. Callahan gets the win. Also, big news from the event, if you haven't seen it. You probably have, because you listened to the video. Matt Striker has debuted in the company. Officially. This was an Impact Plus event, hosted on Impact Plus, via ImpactWrestling.com. Through all the impactedness in the world that is at large. This wasn't a Lucha Underground Impact Wrestling conversation, like, for the sake of our example, the Impact Lucha event back last year at WrestleMania weekend. No. This was a full-on different thing entirely. So, yes, good on both of these gentlemen. Because, I don't know why I said both of these gentlemen. I was thinking of Josh Matthews and Matt Striker. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh, well, it's 6:30 in the morning. You're going to have to forgive me because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about at this point. But back to the action. Sami. Why am I talking about Sami? Matt Striker did a few backstage vignettes with Willie Mack's opponent. Then with Taya, and I think also another one with Tommy Dreamer. I don't remember who the third person was. It may have been the New York Wrecking Crew. I don't remember. Get off my back. Watched this, nearly 12 hours ago. Which was actually 9 hours ago, because I know how to do simple math. If this means Matt Striker's in full-time in Impact Wrestling, that makes me a happy boy, because Matt Striker's the best play-by-play commentator in the world. Don't at me. Or you can at NerdCorp, NERDCORP. I'm not your boss. I'm not here to tell you what to do. You can say hi to me. I ain't going to be a dick about it. I might be a dick about other things, but I'm not going to be a dick about that. But in my opinion, Matt Striker is the best play-by-play in all of Wrestledom. Mostly because he brings a historical significance that a lot of other guys don't. Mike Tenay used to, and Kevin Kelly tries. So they both get B pluses because Tenay's retired, and Kevin Kelly is, well, Kevin Kelly. I'll say this. It's better than Ian Riccaboni. Well, a muted Kermit the Frog puppet is better than Ian Riccaboni. And he's muted. So that should tell you something there. With all that being said, that's all we got for you. The links to all of our stuff is on the screen. I hope you enjoyed it. Come by and say hi. What's up? RealNerdCorp.com, Twitter, NERDCORP. We got Twitch.tv, we got YouTube.com. All that shit should be either in the screen or down below. I'm sorry for my manic personality on this episode. I'm trying something different. We'll be back on later tonight for SportsCorp on Twitch.tv/RealNerdCorp at 10 p.m. We're talking our favorite NFL players of all time. And then tomorrow we're talking about 2007, the worst modern year of pro wrestling history. We're going to answer that question tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Twitch.tv/RealNerdCorp. Other than that, we're done for the day. We hope you enjoyed the show. Check out Impact Wrestling's Code Red on Impact Plus. It's a great service, smooth operating system, no issues, it's just no issues. Go check it out. It works real smooth, and the stream last night was fantastic. I really hate how I'm doing this review, but I don't care. I'm trying to be fucking crazy, I guess. I don't know. I need sugar. No, I don't. Don't eat sugar.
Nice work, Bone Daddy.